Hello, everyone, and welcome out to today's jam session. I'm super excited. We are going to have tons of fun. This jam session today is for Club Ukulele. So what we're going to be doing is playing Happier by Ed Sheeran. So if you've been here with us since the beginning a few months ago, then you've probably played Happier before. It's a really fun song and fairly easy to learn. We're going to talk about music theory for ukulele chords. This is, I think, going to be a really awesome lesson. Learning a little bit of the music theory, understanding why chords sound good together, well, which chords sound good together and which chords don't, and just getting a better feel for what's going on when we're playing songs. And then we're going to play You and I by Ingrid Michaelson. So just quick note, this song is not actually live today. Usually these are live streams, but at the time that you're watching this video, I'm going to be on vacation. So yay for me. So I pre-recorded this and just put it up here, but it's designed in the same way as the live video, so I still think you'll get a lot out of it, and still encourage you to participate in the comments and things like that. All right, so let's go ahead now and jump in. Just a quick review if this is your first time about what Club Ukulele is. It's a free club to join. The vision for this is to have a community of ukulele players all around the world who are learning songs together. So what we do is every month we all learn a song together. So the song of the month for June is Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. And then we have kind of a monthly challenge that you can do if you want to, which is to perform your song this month, which can mean a lot of different things. You can play it for a friend or family member, or you can maybe post a video of you on social media or on our group Facebook page. That'd be awesome. And then we do these weekly live jam sessions. Today is not actually live, and next week won't be either because I will still be on vacation having tons of fun. But yeah, we do these every Friday morning at 11. So if you want to be a part of Club Ukulele, it's free to join. Go to ukulelewithandre.com/club. The link is in the description. Okay, question of the day. Do you play any other instruments besides ukulele? We're going to talk a little bit about music theory today, and if you have played another instrument, then some of this is going to be a review because you've probably learned it for that. So just kind of a fun thing to get to know each other a little bit better. All right, so let's go ahead and play this song now, Happier by Ed Sheeran. Let me just play you a quick clip of it so you can hear what it sounds like for those who have never heard it, or if you haven't played it for a while, we'll just have a quick little review so you can hear what it sounds like. Let me pull it up here. Ready, let's play the song. All right. I'm just going to skip here to the middle. Saw you walk inside a bar. He said something to make you laugh. I saw that both your smiles were twice as wide as ours. Yeah, you look happier, you do. It ain't nobody hurt you like I hurt you, but ain't nobody love you like I do. Promise that I will not take it personal, baby, if you're moving on with someone new. 'Cause baby, you look happier, you do. All right, there we go. There's our sneak peek. Let's go ahead and review it and learn it. So let's just start now with the chords. This is actually really fun to play. It's more of a simple song, but once you play it with the drums and the other instruments there, I think it's really fun to play. So first chord is an A minor chord. We're going to use our middle finger on the top string, 2nd fret. There's only 3 chords in this song, thank goodness. Makes it nice and easy. All right, there's the A minor chord, then we have the F. So you're going to just leave your middle finger where it is and add your index finger to the 2nd string, 1st fret. That's an F. And then we have a C, which is the bottom string 3rd fret. I play this with my ring finger. And that's what I suggest. It'll make switching to the other chords easier. Okay, those are the chords for the song. Not too bad. Let's look at the strumming pattern now. So at the beginning, we're actually really easy strumming pattern. Just 1 strum per chord. So. Okay, that's I don't think it's possible to have an easier strumming pattern than that. That's and here we have one that's still pretty dang easy. We're just strumming on the beat. So. And the way this song goes is for the A minor, we play it 4 times. For the F, we play it 4 times. And then for the C, we play it 8 times. It's 2 measures long. Okay, so pretty simple. That's it. Let's go ahead and play it. Let me make sure to get this right where we want it. Okay, so get ready on the A minor chord.
Play the song.
And we'll start. And I'm going to sing with you, but I'm already playing in the video, so. Walking down 29th and Park, I saw you in another's arms. Only a month we've been apart. You look happier. Saw you walk inside a bar. He said something to make you laugh. I saw that both your smiles were twice as wide as ours. Yeah, you look happier, you do. Ain't nobody hurt you like I hurt you, but ain't nobody love you like I do. Promise that I will not take it personal, baby, if you're moving on with someone new. 'Cause baby, you look happier, you do. My friends told me one day I'll feel it too. And until then I'll smile and hide the truth, that I know I was happier with you. Sat in the corner of the room, everything's reminding me of you. Nursing an empty bottle and telling myself you're happier, aren't you? Oh, ain't nobody hurt you like I hurt you, but ain't nobody needs you like I do. Oh, I know that there's others that deserve you, but my darling, I'm still in love with you. But I guess you look happier, you do. My friends told me one day I'll feel it too, and I could try and smile to hide the truth, that I know I was happier with you. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya. 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 Oh baby, you look happier, you do. I knew one day you'd fall for someone new, but if he breaks your heart like lovers do, just know that I'll be waiting Awesome. Okay, great job. Let me know in the chat if you enjoyed that song and if you were able to play it. Or if it was a little tough for you and you need a little bit more practice. Let us know in the chat. All right, that is Happier by Ed Sheeran. Definitely a fun one to play with the play-along track. Okay, just a quick note. Make sure to stay up to date by subscribing to the YouTube channel. We do these videos every week. I also post other videos as well. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification that's next to it. That will tell YouTube that you actually want to see this content, because subscribing won't actually really guarantee that. Also, if you're having some fun so far, it would really help if you would hit the like button on this video. I'd really appreciate that. It'll help promote the video and make it spread further. So thank you for that. All right, let's jump into our lesson now, music theory for ukulele chords. Here we go. Now, music theory, when I took piano lessons growing up, music theory was always the part that I dreaded. I was just like, this is the boring part of music. I just want to play music, like play songs and stuff. But I have come to really love music theory because it makes playing music so much easier, because you understand what is going on. And it really just, it gives you something to work with. And it really, really helps for writing songs as well, which is my favorite part of playing ukulele. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pull up this little piano here, because I think understanding music theory works best using a piano keyboard, because all of the notes are just kind of laid out there. So let's just start at the very beginning. All of us are going to be on different levels as far as music theory goes, so I'm just going to start pretty basic. Okay, so here's, to me, the most basic concept of music theory. We have a whole bunch of notes, and we need to figure out what notes are going to sound good together and what notes aren't going to sound good together, so we can start, making these songs that sound good. And so we have this, a whole bunch of notes. The keyboard, a piano keyboard goes for a lot longer. How do we kind of organize them and understand what's going on? So first, let's just, count how many notes we have. So let's just start here on an A and start counting the notes. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we are back to an A. So there's 7 notes in each octave, it's called. So we have an A and then an A, which is an octave higher. But we also have these black notes up here. So if we count those, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's actually 12 notes between each, in each octave, I should say. So we want to figure out, of these 12 notes, which ones sound good together, which ones don't sound good together. How do we understand that? So that's where the idea of scales comes in. Okay, so we have different types of scales. There's major scales, minor scales, and then some other complicated ones like Dorian, Phrygian. We're not going to worry about that too much. We're just going to talk about major scales, because that's, almost all songs are in major scales. So basically what a scale is we're saying, what are the notes that sound good together? Let's just play those, and then we'll take out the rest. Okay. So there's only 7 in a major scale. There's only 7 notes. So we had 12. We're just taking 4 of them out and saying these are the 7 that sound good together. So let's just start here with a C major scale. So we're going to start on a C note and play the C major scale. So we're going to play the 7 notes that sound together. So it's C. There we go. So you'll notice here we're only playing white notes. So this is why the C, the key of C is so popular on the piano, is because you don't actually have to play any black notes, which are a little bit, more difficult to play with your fingers. It just so happens that on ukulele, that the C major scale, or the key of C, is also easier to play as far as chords go, which is what makes it so popular on ukulele as well. Okay, but we can do this in other keys as well. So if we start here on an A, we want to say, what is that A major scale? It looks like this. Okay, so we play different notes. And those are the notes that sound good together. So if that makes sense, basically what notes sound good together is relative to the starting note, if that makes sense. So if we're in the key of C, we're going to start on C, and then we play these notes after. Or if we're in the key of A, we're going to start on A, and that changes which notes sound good together. Okay, so that's how keys work. Not going to get into it too much more than that. Obviously, you may be wondering, how do I know, if I'm supposed to play, like if I want to do the key of G major, do I play white notes or the dark notes? I'm not going to really get into that today because it's a little bit more complex, because I want to get to the part where we're talking about chords. That's what's the most important. This is just kind of setting the foundation for that. So let's talk about chords. So let's go back to the key of C. A chord is just multiple notes played together that sound good together. So the standard chord is just called a triad, so we play these three notes together. So a C major chord looks like this. We have a C. Oh, so we're down here. So we have a C, an E, and a G. That's a C major chord. I'll play it on my uke. There we go. Now, in the same way, with the major scale, we wanted to just say, what are the notes that sound good together? Let's eliminate the rest so we don't have to worry about them. We can do the same thing with chords. So we identified, here's the 7 notes in the key of C that sound good together. So what are the 7 chords that sound good together? Well, all we do is we just do a triad chord for each of these notes. So we have the C chord. We have a chord starting on D. Sorry, put that wrong. And then we go to E. It's kind of hard to play because I have to use my keyboard for this, but it's those 3, and then we have F. You get the idea. So each of these notes can make its own chord. And so if I wanted to write a song and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it in the key of C, I could say, okay, well, which chords can I use in this song? I would start with these 7 chords. All the other chords that are out there, I'm just going to ignore them. Say hey, probably won't sound super good with this song. Now, that doesn't completely hold true. Once you get into more complex songwriting, you can actually leave the key and stuff. But for the most part, for basic songs and for most pop songs, they'll just stay with these 7 chords. And in fact, it gets even simpler than that. We can narrow it down even more. So let's go back here to so let's just start. We have seven chords. We know that because there's 7 notes in a scale, and then we can make a chord for each of those. So in the key of C, we're going to do C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now, I need to figure out, are these chords, so we could do a C chord, a D chord, but do these chords need to be major or minor? How do I figure that out? Well, it always follows a pattern. Okay, so of the 7 chords, the first chord is going to be a major chord, then minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. Okay, so in the key of C, sorry, this is where it's getting a little bit more complex. So if you're getting a little lost, I'll try and make it more clear. In the key of C, we're going to play different chords, right? If I'm playing a song in the key of C, there's going to be multiple chords in that song, and it's going to be one of these 7 chords, most likely. And basically, we can figure out here, it's going to be one of these 7 chords, I should say. C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, or B diminished. If you're wondering what a diminished chord is, just don't worry about it. They're rarely used because they sound bad. That's I'm sure some musical geniuses can find out ways to make them sound good. I don't. I just don't use them. Okay, so those are the 7 chords to use in a key, but we can make it even simpler by eliminating these 3, okay? And just focusing on these highlighted ones. These are the 4 most important chords. Okay, so you'll see in so many different songs, you're going to see these chords, okay? If it's in the key of C, you will see C with F and G and A minor. They'll be in different orders and stuff, but you'll find them all over the place. And that's because these chords just really, really sound good together. They how do I say this? Make a good flow for the song because they kind of have different roles. So for example, the 1 chord is kind of like home bass. So I'm going to probably start the song on the 1 chord. If I don't start the song on the 1 chord, it'll probably sound weird. And I'm going to end the song on the 1 chord. Because it would also, it sounds really weird if you don't end the song on the 1 chord. So for instance, la di da 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 da, and then I go to a 4, da 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 da. If I just ended there, it leaves you hanging. You want to end with a nice da. Okay, so that is the role that the 1 chord plays. But the 4 chord also plays a role. It's kind of this hopeful sound. Hopeful, happy sound. The G chord, the 5 chord, which in the key of C is G, is also a happy sounding chord, but it's really good for like the end of musical phrases. Because after playing this, it kind of leads you back to playing 1. So let me give you an example. We'll play a C chord. 1, 4, 5. Where do you want to go next? Back to 1. So that's kind of the role of the 5 chord. It's usually at the end of phrases and leads back to 1. And then we have the 6 chord, which is always a minor chord. And this is kind of creates a little bit of conflict in the song, which is good, but it can be really pretty. So let's just start with the 1, 6, 4. Now we're resolving. 5. Okay, so I'm just trying to help you get a little bit of feel. You don't have to remember all of this, but we number the chords because the numbers hold like a roll, and these carry over into other keys. So, and I will show you that in just a little bit. So let's just look at this really quick. So first of all, the song that we just did, Happier, used an A minor, an F, and a C. We're going backwards here. A minor, then F, then C. So that's the 6 chord, the 4 chord, and the 1 chord. Baby, you look happier, you do. Bam, so we've already seen those chords today. The song that we're about to play, You and I, it goes from a 1 chord to a 4 to a 6 back to a 4. Okay, so it sounds like this. Oh, don't you worry there, my honey. We might not have any money, but we've got our love to pay the bills. All right, so it's just using these super popular chords to make the song. Now, like I said before, these chords have roles and they apply across keys. So let's just say I wanted to play the song You and I, but in the key of A instead of the key of C. How would I figure out which chords to play? Okay, so what I need to do is I need to go to the key of A and find out what are the 1, 4, and 6 chords in the key of A. So let's just start. I have 7 chords in the key. I'm going to lay them out here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now, I do have some sharps here, and this is the part I said I wasn't going to go over because it's a little bit more complex, finding that out. But this is the A major scale. Then I'm going to put my order of, we have the order of majors and minors, so major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. And so that will tell me what chords are in this key. We have an A, B minor, C sharp minor, D, E, F sharp minor, G diminished. Oops. Okay, so, but then I'm just going to highlight these 1, 4, 5, 6 chords. So now I know it's the 1 chord is an A, the 4 chord is a D, the 6 chord is an F sharp, back to a D. So now let's try it. Try and play You and I in the key of A. So, don't you worry there, my honey. We might not have any money, but we've got our love to pay the bills. There we go. We did it. So this is called transposing. It's when you take a song and you move it from one key to a different key. And there's a lot of different reasons to transpose. Like one reason is like if the song is too high for you to sing, you can transpose it to a key that's easier to sing in, or it may be too hard to play. So a lot of times, I look up pop songs that I want to play, and they're written in some like crazy key, like E flat major or whatever, and it's like I would rather play it in a key where I'm more familiar with the chords, so I'm just going to transpose it to C because it's easier. So that is what you can do. Okay, so that is the lesson here today. I know that there wasn't a lot for you to actually do, but I wanted to help you to start to get familiar with this idea of numbering chords. How we have a key, and then we have 7 chords in that key, and we number them, and then understanding the role of the numbers. Because this makes such a big difference. When you're writing a song, you're like, okay, I want to write a song. What chords are going to sound good together? Because if you just sit down and just start playing random chords, like they might not sound good together. Like if you ever tried that before, you're going to sit down on the ukulele and just play a whole bunch of chords that don't really sound good together, and you're like, man, how do people do it? Well, it's because understanding a little bit of music theory makes it really easy. If you start off by just playing, I'm going to go back to this one up here. Just start off with the 1, 4, 5, 6 chords. Play it in any order. It will sound good. And tons of songs do this. They just use these chords exactly. Play them in different orders. C, A minor, F, G. Let's try a different order. A minor, C, F, G. Okay, so it's a really good starting place for writing songs. It also really helps with just understanding songs. So sometimes I will look up a song to try and learn how to play it, and it's written wrong. You'll find this a lot on the internet. They'll have the wrong chords written because it's just, it's different random people that write it down. And I can hear like, okay, something is wrong. And so when I'm trying to find out, well, which chord is the right chord, because I understand this, I've been playing for a while, I understand the role that the different chords play. It makes it easier I can be like, that sounds like a 4 chord. Let me try the 4 chord. There it is. Okay, so that is our music theory lesson. I know I've kind of given you a lot of information today. Don't feel pressure, like you don't have to memorize all of this. I'll teach you more in the future. I just wanted to kind of get into a little bit and start to learn this because this stuff is super exciting to me. It just unlocks your ability to play. Once you understand it, it takes the complexity out of playing songs. Okay, let's go ahead now and play You and I. We're just going to do a quick review of the song. Hopefully you've been with us last month and we had time to practice the song, because we'll go over the review really quickly so we can mostly just, play the song. But let's go and do this. Well, let me just play a quick, quick little section of it so you can hear it.
Don't you worry there, my honey. We might not have any money, but we've got our love to pay the bills. Well, maybe I think you're cute and funny. Maybe I wanna do what bunnies do with you, if you know what I mean. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give.
Okay, there it is. All right, so let's just go over the chords really quick. First, we have a C chord. Or, because we're in the key of C, now I can start saying it this way. It's the 1 chord. This chord is going to be home bass. Okay, so it's we just use a ring finger, bottom string, 3rd fret. Okay, then we have the C sus 4 chord. So we're just going to leave our finger on that C, and then use our index finger here on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Now, something that I didn't quite explain here, in the music theory section, I was using an F here instead of a C sus4. Because actually for an F, all you have to do is add your middle finger up here. Top string, 2nd fret. So, an F and a C sus4 are very similar. I did that to make it a little bit simpler because an F is a 4 of the chord. Yeah. So, this is very similar to 4 chord. All right, next chord. A minor or a 6 chord. I'm going to use my middle finger, top string, 2nd fret, and my ring finger still on that bottom string, 3rd fret. You can also use your index finger on the top string. It's easier. And the red dot means that it's an optional note. You don't necessarily have to play it. Okay, then we have an F or the 4 chord, adding my index finger here to the 2nd string, 1st fret. Okay, and we have a G, or the 5 chord in the key of C. Okay, and 2 more. We have an E7. So this is an example where, you know, we are actually using a chord that's out of the 7 chords that I mentioned. So in the key of C, there's 7 main chords, and E7 is not one of them, which is why you'll hear in the song it sounds a little jazzy. It's kind of surprising. It's because it's not in those 7 chords. So you can do it. Simple songs generally don't. And last is a D7. So I'm just going to bar the 2nd fret, using my ring finger, bottom string, 3rd fret. Okay, there we go. Those are the chords. So let's review the strumming pattern. It's the island strumming pattern, so it sounds like this. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, so really quick, let's practice switching between the chords. We're going to play these 4 chords, and we'll play the strumming pattern twice for each chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4. C to C sus4 to A minor to F back to C sus4 to A minor to F. All right, there we go. Are we ready to play it? Okay, what we're going to do is just play the first verse so you can start to get a feel for it. I will pause the video, start it back at the beginning, and then we'll play the whole song. That way you can just kind of get a taste for it, practice playing with it before just, you know, jumping in and trying to do the whole thing. So here we go. Get ready on that C chord. It's going to start in 3 counts. Well, I'll give you 4 counts here. Let's get ready on the C chord.
Don't you worry there, my honey. We might not have any money, but we've got our love to pay the bills. Well, maybe I think you're cute and funny. Maybe I wanna do what bunnies do with you, if you know what I mean. Oh, let's get...
Okay, there we go. Hopefully you have a better feel for it now. Let's play the whole song. Get ready on that C chord.
Don't you worry there, my honey. We might not have any money, but we've got our love to pay the bills. Oh, maybe I think you're cute and funny. Maybe I wanna do what bunnies do with you, if you know what I mean. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build our house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I. Well, you might be a bit confused, and you might be a little bit bruised, but baby, how we spoon like no one else. So I will help you read those books, if you will soothe my worried looks, and we will put the lonesome on the shelf. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build our house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents' homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build our house on a mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
All right, nice job. Go ahead and put in the chat how well you did on that song. Okay, awesome. That was You and I by Ingrid Michaelson. Okay, so we are kind of coming to a close here with this video, but the video won't be complete without me doing a little plug for premium. So if you're a premium member, let me know in the chat. Let us know how do you like these live group practice sessions? I know I asked this last week. Are they helping you out? Do you enjoy them? And why? That will maybe help other people who are thinking about joining. So part of premium, you get a whole lot of different things with premium, but part of it is these live group practice sessions. So right now we're learning the song Can't Buy Me Love. We come together on Zoom and we practice and we do a lot of drills. You know, we learn a little bit today, but it's actually way more in depth than what we do here in these jam sessions. So I think they really are helpful, and it's definitely the fastest way to improve at the ukulele. And all you have to do is show up and have fun, and you can learn a lot. So I encourage you to sign up for premium. You can find the link in the description, and then you can start coming to these live Zoom sessions. That's also the URL if you want. Yeah, just a quick review of what's here. You get 2 to 4 live practice sessions over Zoom every month where we learn the song of the month. You get 6 in-depth tutorial videos for the song of the month. So Can't Buy Me Love, we divided it into 6 different videos, drilling each section because if you really want to get good at the ukulele, you have to develop muscle memory. That's what it's all about. And so that's why we divide it up when we go really slow, because I do all these drills with you to help you actually develop muscle memory for the chords, for the strumming pattern, for switching between chords. In the YouTube video, I can't do that. It's too short, even though it's like a 20-minute long video. And so that's why you get these in-depth tutorials where we break up the song. But you also get a lot more. You get the course Confidently Strum the Ukulele, which is over 60 step-by-step videos, which is, you know, definitely super in-depth. Teaches you a lot of different strumming skills, things like chucking and muting, or pluck strumming, or even like rolls. lot of really fun stuff, and you learn a lot of songs in there as well. It's also great if you are a brand new beginner. It just teaches you some basic things like how to hold the ukulele and stuff. Or if you're advanced, by the end of the course, there's some pretty advanced stuff, and I'm sure it will challenge you. And you also get access to all future courses. I'm going to be coming up with more courses here in the future where we teach a lot more about music theory. I'm going to have a course about how to write songs, probably a course about finger picking. So those are all coming, and you get access to that with premium. So I definitely encourage you to go check it out. Click on the link. It's in the description. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming to today's not live, jam session. I definitely had a lot of fun. Hopefully you did too, and hopefully you improved. Make sure to stay tuned for next Friday. Thank you so much for coming.